All right,
Can everybody please stand for the flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic for the nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Okay. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notification of this meeting has been provided by advertising in the record and posting notice of this meeting in Borough Hall and the Superintendent's Office. I hereby call to order the public meeting of the Little Ferry Board of Education, Thursday, January 22, 2026 at 7 o'clock p.m. Can I have a roll call, please?
Mr. Brunelli, Mrs. Bertoli,
Here.
Mr. Vitros, Mr. Kanan, Mr. Mealy, Ms. Patel,
Here.
Mr. Borisek,
Here.
Ms. Villasuzo,
Here.
Mrs. Bradley,
Here.
Ms. Navasivich. I have a quorum.
Be resolved that the Little Ferry Board of Education approves the minutes of the regular public meeting held on December 16th, 2025. Do I have a motion? Motion. Second? Second.
Mr. Brunelli is absent. Ms. Bertoli.
Yes.
Mr. Vitros is absent. Mr. Kanan's absent. Mr. Mealy is absent. Ms. Patel.
Yes.
Mr. Borisek. Ms. Villasuzo.
Yes.
Mrs. Bradley.
Yes. We'll now open up to Mr. Parapato to provide a superintendent's report.
All right, we'll start with students of the month for December. So we're still in Noble Classmate for the month of December, and our first winner is grade 5, Jaden Chikamarka. I get to read it back. We're gonna walk over here a little bit. All right, this teacher's in grade 5 had the following things to say about Jaden. He consistently demonstrates excellent manners. He has respectful behaviors in the classroom, takes responsibility for his work, completes assignments to the best of his ability. He participates actively in the classroom instructions by listening carefully and sharing meaningful ideas. Congratulations. Our grade 6 student of the month for December is Rafael Rosaria Sarah. Students, the teachers in grade 6 have the following things to say about Rafael. He works well with others. He contributes positively to group activities. He goes above and beyond to understand the material and deepen his learning. He asks meaningful, thoughtful questions that enhance class discussions. He is always willing to help his peers. He offers support when needed. Congratulations, Rafael. Emily? And our grade 7, December student of the month, Caitlin Rosen. The teachers in grade 7 had the following things to say about Caitlin. She has been striving for honor roll all year. She works extremely hard and tries her best, even when the work proves to be difficult. She asks questions when she does not understand something, but not in a way where she's asking for answers. She's always looking to understand how and why. She's respectful to both teachers and classmates. She balances both her athletic commitments as well as her studies. Congratulations. Okay. Perfect. We can wait. All right, so next up, you said Grace is on our way. We'll do the public award first, and then we'll come back and circle back to Grace. All right, so. Gotcha. So we are going to, at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Pinkler, who's going to speak about the public book contest winners, about their book that got published, which was a great accomplishment. So, Mr. Pinkler.
This year, Little Ferry Public Schools was selected to participate in a pilot program with Publi called the Young Authors Children's Book Contest, an initiative designed to promote creativity, collaboration, and literacy among students. We are proud to announce that the winning book for Little Ferry is titled The Princess's Great Escape, written and animated by Peyton Mullen, Anushka Patel, Luciana Magali. Their story stood out among many fantastic submissions and now has been fully animated by Publi, complete with interactive sound effects and illustrations. Beyond its engaging format, the book carries a positive and uplifting message and showcases the remarkable creativity and talent of our students. Publi has published the book on its platform as part of its pilot program and will be shared as a model for future student authored works. Congratulations to Payne, Anushka, and Luciana for the outstanding. At this time, I'd like to call up Luciana Magali. All right, we're going to take a photo. You want? No?
Yeah, we'll get all three of them at the end.
Anushka Patel. Taking holiday. Mark. One thing to me, girls.
George,
I log in, I just gotta wake it up. I think just leave the 311 for that. Say that.
Oh.
And just to so the book was voted on by stakeholders within the school district here, as well as some of the students. This is the princess.
By Ethan Mullen, Anushka Patel, Luciana Magali.
All the artwork in the book was illustrated by the students.
Upon a time, there was a princess named Penelope and a mighty prince named Alexander III. In the land of mythical creatures, there lies a dragon waiting to strike. One the mighty prince didn't know what to do. The princess was sitting alone in the dark den, waiting for the prince to come and save her. The princess screamed, "Help! Help!" But no one could hear her. The only voice she heard back from the echo was hers. All she knew was that she had the poor little alive soon. The princess waited. She knew she had to take matters into her own hands. What shall I do? A day later, at the crack of dawn, the princess planned her great escape. She looked everywhere for cracks in the walls and things to climb on. All of a sudden, she sees something hanging down from the roof of the den. It is a rope. Climbing one handful of the other, she finally made it up. Daylight she saw in the corner of her eyes. With all her might, she managed to finally pull herself completely out of the crack in the roof of the den. She ran back to her castle, where she reunited with her family once again. Dad said to her, "My beautiful princess, where have you been all this time?" The princess said, "I was captured by a mighty, big, and scary dragon." The princess later learned that she was capable of anything. Whatever she imagined to do, she could do it. "I'm capable of anything." All she needed to do was believe in herself and be confident. The end. About the author. The Mullen, grade 5. I like to play basketball. Anushka Patel, grade 5. I like to play softball and basketball. Luciana Magali, grade 5. I like to play soccer. A princess named Penelope lived in a small village. She had a perfect life, but did she? She might be the princess of mystical creatures, but not all might find her to be a smart and intelligent princess. Penelope figures out that she is capable of so much more than people think. She might be a princess, but she is also a warrior.
Grace is here. Perfect. Congratulations, girls. And our grade 8, not gonna segue, student of the month, Grace Lee. Grade 8 has the following things to say about Grace. She brings a consistently positive attitude that brightens the classroom. She has contagious energy that motivates and encourages others. She demonstrates kindness, responsibility, and leadership every day. She sets a strong example of what it means to be respectful and engaged learner. Congratulations. Good, Tasha. All right, congratulations. Right, I'm going to, before I finish my report, I'm actually turn it over to Kylie for her student representative report. I figured while you have some friends here, let you read.
Good evening to our Little Ferry Board of Education, school administration, and all those in attendance today. To start, I'd like to congratulate both the boys and girls basketball teams on their victories in the South Hackensack basketball tournament last week. Both teams taking first place. Great job to all players and coaches. Additionally, both teams, along with the cheerleading squad, recently attended Education Day at JIT, where they participated in an informational tour of the campus and then watched the NJIT women's basketball team play against the University of Massachusetts. Congratulations to Mr. Reynolds and the student government for receiving a top 10 projects award for the Youth Across America fundraiser and Silver Flag display in honor of Veterans Day at the New Jersey Association of Community Capital Convention on January 5th. Student government and student officials have begun their annual coronation sale for Valentine's Day. We would like to recognize and thank Mr. Morissette for his support and generous donations to this fundraiser throughout the year. Last Friday, class of 2026 hosted their first canteen night here at Memorial School. Students in grades 5 to 8 were able to participate in a variety of activities including volleyball, basketball, karaoke, board games, arts and crafts, and more. In other news, the 7th graders recently had a visit with the Hudson County court system to learn about the judicial process and different career opportunities. The 5th and 6th graders had a visit last week with Peers in Cool, a program where mentor students in Bergen Tech High School teach their younger peers the skills needed to build confidence and character. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m., Little Ferry students in grades K to 8 will be performing in the LFPTA's second annual talent show. There's an exciting lineup with a variety of performances in the Memorial School channel. Make sure to check it out. This includes all updates regarding the students of Little Ferry. Thank you again to all attendees.
Thank you. I just crossed off 3 things on my report, so we're moving along very nicely here. Great job. HIP report for the month, 0 Washington to report, 0 Memorial to report. the talent show you touched on. Just for the public, for the staff, there'll be an email in the newsletter tomorrow, attached to the body, just information about inclement weather with the pending storm, what a delayed opening looks like, what an early dismissal looks like, what a school closure will look like, what time to expect notifications and things of that nature. So that will be coming out tomorrow around 3:30 for the blast. For the teachers, it'll be a little bit earlier. And that concludes my report.
Great, thank you, Mr. Caravaggio.
Yeah.
We'll now open it up to Mr. Gomez to provide the board secretary report.
Good evening, everyone. So for December, we completed the financials on time once again. Those have been presented to the board. We have started putting together the preliminary 26-27 budget. We had all our meetings with the administrative team. The state software became available. State aid does not come out until late February, and it will probably be late because every new governor has been late. So stay tuned for that one. So we're way on our way, taking a look where we are. So big announcement. So for food service, we will be moving the kitchen from the modulars over to this building, and we'll be installing new equipment. It's a true kitchen. So it will be advertised in the paper on the 28th, next Wednesday, and the bid opening will be Wednesday, February 25th, 26th, as long as there are no extensions. And the way extensions happen, if a bidder has a question, we have to answer the question.
Just to piggyback to not to interrupt you, but we plan on doing that if the bids come in favorable. Right. If the bids don't come in favorable, then we won't.
All right, so food service. So in 2024, we served 12,411 total meals. That's breakfast and lunch combined for the two schools. This year, 15,044. So there was one more serving day in December, but average meals per day in 24 was 332. In 2025, we served on average 450 meals. So what does that translate into? We received $50,997 in subsidy between the federal and the state. Our profit for December was $19,198. Profit year to date, $95,459.96. So we're on a pace to beat last year. So that concludes my report, Madam President.
Great, thank you, Mr. Gomez. And a kind reminder to those in attendance that we do take any profit that we receive from the lunch program and we reinvest it back. So that's why you're seeing a brand new kitchen. So we are not allowed to spend those funds on anything else other than our lunch program. Okay, we'll now open it up to Mrs. Bertoli to provide the personnel report.
We met earlier this evening on tonight's agenda. We're hiring 2 paraprofessionals with the hope of a possible third that is being interviewed. Also interviewed for a science position. Hopefully one will be hired before the next meeting. And the board does give Mr. Parapato, our superintendent, permission to hire any new candidates qualified before our next meeting. So to next process.
Ms. Villasusos for education.
Yes, students in grades 4 to 8 are completing the winter iReady diagnostic assessment in reading and math with initial grade data analysis showing growth across the district. Students in grade K to 3 are completing the NJDOE required early literacy screener. Saturday, we will provide the first in a series of Family and Me early literacy classes for children aged 0 to 3 at the public library from 10:30 to 11:30, funded through the LIFT grant. Next week, after school tutoring for selected middle school students will begin with funding from the RISE grant. That's the end of my report.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. So,
Because we do have a lot of people in our audience tonight, if you do know anybody in town that's 0 to 3, it should be a really nice event. There's a lot of handouts and materials that you'll be able to pick up from the public library. It's the first of a series of events that we're going to do. So please help spread the word. We've tried to get it out all over town, but ultimately, the more kids that we can get involved early just helps us down the road as they come into our schools.
Great, and now, I'll ask Mr. Parapado to provide the policy reports as we can.
The only thing I got it on there too early. I'm asking you to abolish a policy before we adopt a policy, so I don't want to be left without a policy.
Great. Mrs. Patel for transportation,
No updates.
great, and as far as, expansion goes, I'm sure everybody has seen the big block of steel across the street that has gone up pretty quickly as promised. The only report I have is that we are 25% complete with the project, and we are still on track to have that building open in a year plus. So we're hoping a 2027 opening, which is a massive achievement both for the board and for all involved in the project. So a huge thank you. We had a topping off ceremony, which placed the last piece of steel. And we also wanted to point out that in the hallway, if you're able to, you can touch and feel and see the materials that we selected for the new building.
Just don't take it with you.
Yeah. But you're welcome to just take a look. We as a board, we work with the architects and designers and hope that everybody really loves it. And that's all for my update on expansion. Mr. Borisek, do you have a borough liaison? update?
Nothing but a said with mayor and council. Community tech.
So keep your eyes and ears open for a ribbon cutting event within the next year. We'll now open up to public comment on agenda items only. Comment? Okay. We'll now take a block vote on F 48 to 51, DO 200 to 208, E 138 to 145, FA 9, C 23 and 24, and PO 11. Do I have a motion? Motion. Second? Second.
Mr. Benelli is absent, Mrs. Bertoli.
Yes.
Mr. Pietrus is absent, Mr. Cannon is absent, Mr. Neely is absent, Mrs. Patel,
Yes.
Mr. Borisek,
Yes.
Mr. Lusuzo,
Yes.
Mrs. Bradley.
Yes.
Resolutions passed.
Thank you, Mr. Gomez. I'll now open it up for public comment on non-agenda items. Anybody any questions, concerns? Leslie, are you coming up or are you? Okay.
Hi, you know me, but Leslie Gottlieb, 464A Liberty Street, apartment 1028. As one of his last acts, Governor Murphy signed into law the curfew being required for grades 3 to 5, which I think is really great. My only concern is when my son did this, which is going back 10 years, they started him maybe second, third grade, then it kind of tailed off with enforcing the cursive or encouraging it. So I'm just hoping that now that the requirement is 3 to 5, that when they continue on into middle school, that they're still encouraged to use the cursive. You know, so they can not only write it, but read it. So I think that's important, and I'm really glad to see that this law was passed. And that's really my only comment tonight.
Thank you, Scott. Are there any other comments, questions, concerns? Great. Do I have a motion to adjourn? No motion. Second? Second.